Think of your YouTube channel as a boutique hotel. And every single video that you create is another room that you're adding onto your hotel. And if you create a really nice boutique hotel that has a very consistent theme, that has very clean rooms, that has value to offer, eventually people are going to stumble across your hotel. Hello, everybody. My name is Dave Bazango, and I am the host of the Resilient Strategies channel on YouTube. And if you're here for the first time, what this is intended to do is not be a tutorial on how to use YouTube, but yet it's an opportunity for us to explore together. I am not an expert on using YouTube. As a matter of fact, I used to have a YouTube channel years ago that you can still find on YouTube. I had no idea what I was doing. I was posting videos blindly and just sort of playing, if you will. That's not a good strategy for growth on YouTube. And so my second time around, now that I'm 58 and I've decided to come back and create an online presence on YouTube and create a professional channel, part of doing that is, like with any business, paying attention to the metrics and making good decisions based on data. Now, today in 2024, there are a number of new initiatives for content creators on YouTube, as well as additional software you can purchase that are going to give you the insights you need to learn how to make better decisions. And that's a game changer, because for most of us, thinking about putting something on YouTube, we might think it's just guesswork, or we might think it's, hey, I've got a great idea, I'm going to make a video about something. And that's really not an effective way to create content on YouTube. So what I want to do today is I want to do a walkthrough of two things. One, I want to do a walkthrough of the YouTube channel itself and the analytics. And then I want to do a walkthrough of a software that I've been using called VIDiq that gives you even more insights into what's currently happening on YouTube and how you can make your channel better. So I'm just going to share my screen with you. And what you're looking at right now are the channel analytics for my Resilient Strategies channel. Now, I opened up this channel, I started this channel, I'm going to say probably back in June, with the addition of 2 or 3 short films that I created based on some experiences I had this summer. And that sort of inspired me to want to get back into learning more about YouTube and really creating a thoughtful channel. And it took some time to figure out what I wanted to talk about and where I thought I might fit in. And even though the self-motivation, the self-improvement sectors, if you will, are very saturated, I feel like there's very few people who are coming at this with the same perspective that I'm coming at it from, which is somebody who's gone through a career's worth of experience, has gone off and done very hard things like Ironmans later in life, and now applying those lessons learned to a new career, which is going to be my future career, which is becoming a YouTube content creator. Even though I've got my day job, this is something that I can't seem to shake. I love the idea. I love the concept. And if you're thinking about becoming a YouTube content creator, I want you to use this analogy and think about it. Think of your YouTube channel as a boutique hotel. And every single video that you create is another room that you're adding onto your hotel. And if you create a really nice boutique hotel that has a very consistent theme, that has very clean rooms, that has value to offer, eventually people are going to stumble across your hotel. The beautiful part about evergreen videos, and if you haven't heard of that term before, an evergreen video is something that should stand the test of time. It should be as relevant 10 years from now as it is today. So if you're doing a product review of a new digital iPhone, let's say, it won't be as relevant 10 years from now. It'll be relevant to somebody who's bought that version of the phone, but it won't be as relevant. If you're creating evergreen content, it's meant to be content that can be consumed for years to come. So what I want to do right now is I want to dive into how I'm creating my videos, why I'm creating the videos I'm creating, and just some channel analytics. So when you go into your channel, once you're a YouTube creator, you get a dashboard. and you can click on the analytics button. When you click on the analytics button, it gives you some very interesting data. So up until last month, I had 12 subscribers. Over the last 30 days, when I started actively building out this channel, I've picked up 24 new subscribers, which is awesome, because I wasn't collecting any subscribers because I really didn't have a strategy as to how I was going to start creating my channel and posting videos. So the first thing that you want to look at is, are you moving forward? And the answer to that question is yes. Even though I don't have thousands of subscribers yet, and I don't have thousands of likes on my videos or thousands of views on my videos, I certainly have more than what I had last month. And that's what I want you to focus on with the analytics, not trying to keep pace with somebody who's been established for months or years, but how are you improving day to day? The way that you remain resilient as a content creator, especially a new content creator, is you need to look at the data and see, is the process that I'm following helping me move forward? If these numbers were all red and going down, that would be an indication that I need to make a change. But right now, everything's positive. I've got more views than I've ever had. I've got more watch time than I've ever had. And I've got 24 new subscribers over the last 30 days. So that's awesome. I can also scroll down and see what was my top content. This is also important as a creator because there are a number of different ways to create content on YouTube, different types of content. And right now I'm exploring with a number of different types of content. And I've got a 3 and out strategy. What that simply means is I'm going to create at least a minimum of 3 types of a specific type of content. I want to get those up quickly onto YouTube. And then I want those pieces of content to live on YouTube for at least 30 days so that I can look at them and see which ones are performing the best and what I need to double down on and what I need to not make more of. So for example, I've got 5 interview videos that are posted up. Those are long form videos. That's me interviewing somebody else. A lot of good information, but that's a very long format type of video. I've got my motivational shorts, which are anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes long. And some of those are animated differently. Some of them are what they call quick clips, which means that it's a quick edit. It's a lot of information edited down into a short period of time. Sometimes there's B-roll footage that goes along with that to complete the story that I'm telling. So I find that those do well. I had this idea of having celebrity resilience profiles because, with AI, you can go out and find, 5 things that are very resilient about celebrities very quickly and then build a video around that. The problem with that is when I go to monetize my channel, I'm going to want to make sure that I'm not putting myself at risk of litigation. And where I'm at risk of litigation is I'm using somebody else's name. I'm using somebody else's photos to tell the story that I don't have the rights to. So I've decided that I don't need to have those. I'll talk a little bit more about those. I'll show you in the analytics. But just based on the analytics, they're not performing that well anyway. So I think that's an opportunity for me to go, this is a potential problem in the future. I'm going to take this type of content down. You'll see other people on YouTube creating this type of content, where it's almost a computer animated voice doing the voiceover, and they're just sort of crafting a story and using a lot of images of celebrities. But you're putting yourself at risk for litigation down the road, which I do not want to do. Walk and talks. Those are right now extremely popular, especially for people who are craving a real conversation. They don't like the quick edits. They don't like the quick motivational shorts. They want to really dig into a conversation or be a fly on a wall in a conversation. So I'm starting to do those, and I've done 2 of those so far. I'm really curious to see how they're going to play out with the analytics in the next 30 to 60 days. YouTube has a couple of different shorts. They've got 60-second shorts and 3-minute shorts. 3-minute shorts are new, but I'm finding that to hold somebody's attention that long is a little bit of a challenge in a short. So I've actually crafted 2 types of shorts. One is things that I do when I walk my daughter's or my son's dogs. They seem to go over very well with my audience. So I'm trying to find ways to tell a story, share some tricks or tips about how to train your dog. And to me, that's resilience as well, because these are my grand puppies. They're my best friends, and I want to make sure that when they are out in the world, they're going to be safe. And that repetitive training that I give to them is what helps keep them safe. We've got storytelling shorts, which could be 60 seconds long, which is something that I'm going to dive into with a little bit of green screen effect. I'll go into a little bit of how I do that, not today, but in another video. Then weekly channel updates. I've been thinking a lot about this. What makes a lot of YouTube channels successful is the opportunity to bring somebody along for a journey. And the journey that I'm on is trying to go from 0 to 1 million subscribers in 3 years and build a very effective and value-driven YouTube channel. And the best way for me to do that is to create videos like this, where I'm going to bring you along from step one as I learn to make mistakes, so that if you decide one day down the road that you want to go down this path, you're going to see that you're not alone in your struggles, and that other people have gone down that road as well. And maybe we've learned some things together. There's long format storytelling, which I've done a couple of videos there. I've got about 6 how-to shorts, which is simply answering a question, how to do something. I've got 1 3-minute short and 1 B-roll short. So again, I've got a number of different video types. All that to say, when you're looking at the screen here, you can see what my top content is. And you can see that right now there's shorts. Dog walking shorts got 691 views. This was a short with me going to the grocery store and talking about how much sugar is in orange juice. That got 593 views. Again, walking my dog, going for a swim in Lake Muskoka. Another dog. So the top 5 videos that I have for audience views are all shorts. They're quick little bites of information, and I want to get really good at telling stories in these. I found a couple of really good content creators who do that very well. I'm looking at what they do, and I'm trying to emulate some of their success. There's no reason for you to go out and try to create a new wheel. It's all about looking at what is working with other YouTubers in sort of your sector, and looking at how you can emulate or improve upon what they've already started. So again, you can see here my most popular, more long format video, which was 3 minutes and 13 seconds long, has 438 views. This by far, with me just opening up and talking and having a little bit of B-roll footage, has been my best video so far. So that wasn't a short. So I'm starting to learn what time frames people will watch and what type of information they'll watch. Now I can jump over to content, and now I can look at the differences between videos and shorts and playlists and podcasts. But again, this is telling me some great metrics. It's telling me that my views are up 1,500 views, which is 999% better than it was 28 days ago, which is awesome. My impressions are up by, again, almost 1,000%. Impressions click-through rate, that just means how many people are clicking at the end of the video to either subscribe or watch another video. So that number's gone up. And the average view duration is 2 minutes, which is also telling. It tells me that most of my videos, somebody sticks around for about 2 minutes. So I'd be really well served in the beginning to create a lot of content that's under 3 minutes and make that my focus. And then when I have something like this that I want to dig into a little more deeply, it's okay to post these videos, but just don't expect the same return of time and watch time in the beginning, because people don't know who you are. So they're not really willing yet to invest a lot of time and energy into watching your videos, especially if they don't understand or think that they're getting value yet. But for somebody who, like me, is starting a YouTube channel, I dive deep on, a lot of long format videos like this by companies like Think Media or channels like Think Media, where, I'm really keen to learn. And these guys dive deep into the analytics, how to use software. They turned me on to VIDiq and what that's all about. But again, there's a ton of analytics here that allow you to go in and see what's performing and what's not. And then again, you can look at what are your top performing videos right there. How self-improvement ruined my life. I've made this now, and this is interesting. I've made this my landing page video. So when somebody comes to my channel, this is the first one they're going to see. The question is, if I replace this with another video, will this one still get the same amount of traction? That's an interesting thing to figure out over the next 30 to 60 days. And then audience. This is huge. This tells me a couple of different things. One, I get a lot of new viewers, but not a lot of returning viewers right now. So people aren't coming back to watch a ton of new videos, and that could be very well because I don't have a ton of videos to watch. When I discover a new YouTuber, I like to go back and binge, if I really enjoy what I'm watching, on a lot of their videos. And right now I don't have a lot posted, so I can't expect people to come back just yet. This is all good exposure. I'm gaining subscribers and we're moving that sort of wheel up the hill, but it's work until you get up to the top of the hill, and then it becomes a little easier. But what's interesting down here is I can go in and look and say, okay, from the viewers who have watched my videos, 95, almost 96% did not subscribe to the channel. So maybe I'm not hitting the right notes with them just yet to convince them to subscribe, to want more. I can also look and see that the majority of my viewers are coming from Canada and the United States. I'm in Canada, so that makes sense. I talk a lot about a perspective of somebody living in North America or in Canada for that matter. So it would make sense that I would have a good audience like that. I also speak to pretty much a male audience. Why? Because I'm not female. My wife has had a completely different experience in life than I've had. So it's not a surprise that, 71% of my viewers are male. It's not a surprise to me that the majority of those male viewers are between the ages of 25 and 45. This is my target market. So what the analytics tell me, it confirms that who my perfect avatar is, who my perfect audience viewer is. That's who I talk to. That's who I resonate the most when I go out and do corporate talks. I'm talking to guys in their 40s who, are where I was at 18 years ago and are trying to figure things out in their life. And so that's why I believe the metrics pulled on who's actually watching my videos is exactly what I thought it was going to be. So I can start creating information now. Here's some inspiration. Here's YouTube trying to tell me, hey, what should my next video be about based on the types of things that my viewers have been watching. That is hugely insightful information. Why would I go and make a video about changing a car tire when my audience isn't watching videos about changing a car tire? They're watching things about how to train your mind. They're watching things about how Jesus explains being resilient. This is basic analytics that anybody will get if you are a YouTube subscriber or a YouTube channel creator. What I want to share with you now, give me 2 seconds to do this. I want to go into another shared screen. Let me just give me a second to grab this, share my screen, share screen. I want to go into my dashboard for VIDiq. Okay, so what is VIDiQ? VIDiQ is I'm going to call it your AI assistant to creating better videos on YouTube. And what VIDiQ does, it tells me a couple of really interesting things. For example, I can go in here and I can add in who my competitors are. So let me go in here and find more, go down here, competitors. Here we go. If I go into competitors, what I can do is I can drop in on my account. This is a paid account. I pay about $200 a year for this service, about 20 bucks a month. And I've dropped in a number of competitors, companies, channels that I aspire to create the same sort of content. So Better Ideas is one of those channels. Uh, Other thought leaders that I follow, like Simon Sinek, some of these channels have over 1 million subscribers. This is where I aspire to get to. But then there are others who are just getting started, Silver and Solo. Here's somebody who started their YouTube channel literally at the beginning of 2024, and they're up to 90,000 subscribers. And there's very basic editing, and it's really, here's another one, Dodash, who I got turned on to the other day. There's no elaborate thumbnails. It is all raw, reactionary, in the moment video uploads that are less than 5 minutes, and it's somebody going through this monetization journey of becoming a YouTube channel creator. And these are people. You have to look at your competition. You can put whoever you want in here, but then what it does, it starts to feed to you what their best videos are right now, and what are they talking about. So this has given me a sense of what my competition is doing. Now I can go in here and say, okay, what is an idea that I can start working with to create a YouTube video. This is going to give me daily ideas, saved ideas, and why it's not showing me dismissed ideas or daily ideas, I'm not sure. There we go. Personalize it. This is personalized ideas. Now, what's really interesting here is this is going to tell me, the view prediction. If I create a video called "The Surprising Truth About Self-Improvement Traps," and then create a video around that, the title is going to be highly searchable. And the likelihood that it might get into somebody's news feed if I create a very eye-catching thumbnail and create a hook in the first 3 seconds of that video that's going to retain somebody's interest and tell a good story. These are all a number of great starting points for what my next video could be. Because a lot of times we sit here and think, well, geez, I've run out of stories or run out of good ideas. No, you haven't. You just don't know what your audience is looking for. And this is what makes it feel like it's less repetitive. So, the one habit that changed my perspective. There's just a ton of great ideas for recording content here. So personalized ideas, optimize. So here is looking at my channel, my current videos on my YouTube channel, and it's telling me right now, okay, the current title of my video, I've got a score of 90 out of 100. I aspire to get between 80 to 100. I've never seen 100 out of 100, but I can see here that I've got a 90, which is good. The thumbnail is 71. It keeps wanting me to improve upon my thumbnails with the imagery. So I'm really working on having a face in the image or in the thumbnail, a short caption. And I think the reason why my thumbnail got a lower score here is because I have a lot of text and I've got smaller text. But this was not just a short attention grab. This is one where this is the starting point of my journey, and I want people to understand what this is about. And if they come across this thumbnail, it's about starting your YouTube channel at 58. And it's a very thoughtful video. It's one that I think you'll discover once you're on my channel, not necessarily through a YouTube search or So this is where I don't really care what the thumbnail scores because of too much words or text on the screen. But you can see the next one. I've got this other formula where I'm using less words, bigger text, jumps out at you. Again, I've got a good score of 90%. Over here, again, I'm showing emotion on my face. This is another big tip, is when you're creating a thumbnail, try to show emotion. These are my interviews where, I'm trying to show a little bit of curiosity in my approach. You can see here when I posted my video Ruined, right? There's emotion in that look on my face. And I'm really going towards looking at other successful thumbnails and looking at how they captured the image on the face, the detail, the contrast in the background to the face. These are things that grab the viewer's attention. These are things that are going to cause them to think, get curious, and click on a video. For example, Ruined. What does that mean? I'm curious. I got to jump in and find out what that's about. Here, this is a short, obviously it's a short about walking dogs. And in the title, you can't see because it's cut off. And that's another lesson I learned, not to put the text too high, because it actually got cut off on my camera as well on my phone. But I'm learning. These are little tricks. When you're putting a short up onto your phone and you're uploading it through your phone, be very careful that you don't put the title or text too high or too low, because it's going to get cut off by something. In this case, my text, the key 4 words are cut off by the camera on my screen on my phone. So lesson learned. I was talking earlier about my celebrity videos, and even though they appear well, again, I'm going to get rid of these because I don't want these to become a problem down the road. And you can see I've had these out now for just over a week. And the most searched name on YouTube is Taylor Swift. And if she's only gotten 62 views in 10 days, I'm not really concerned about these celebrity shorts, and I'm going to get rid of these. So I don't want to talk about those. But again, what I'm seeing here is I'm getting scores. Now here, this is a really good example. The title is good, but the thumbnail is 33%. It's grainy, it's small. There's nothing good about this thumbnail. So this is an issue, but this is also a short. So this is a screen grab from an interview repurposed as a short. And I haven't learned yet how to put better copy onto a short that I've created through StreamYard, which is the other software that I use to do my interviews and that I'm recording this on right now. So again, what this is telling me, it's giving me scores. It's telling me how my videos are performing, which is really great, because when you think about creating new videos, it's going to tell you, it's going to become your video assistant, your AI assistant. It's going to tell you how to make better videos. Now, Outliers is another great tool. And what the outlier feature is, you can see here, there's a number 5.7, 9.5, 100%. What this is telling you is, what are other content creators in your space doing when they hit it out of the park? So this particular video, I look for videos that have, 80 to 100 times outlier scores. What that means is, typically these people don't get, over 1,000 views on their videos, but for whatever reason, this one video got 462,000 views and is 4 years old. What did they do right? And that's the question you've got to ask yourself. What did these folks do right? This guy here got 14,000 views, which is, almost 10 times more than his normal views. So he's probably getting 1,000 views on average for his videos. And this one got almost 10 times more. Go back to his channel and see what he did before and what he did right here, and try to learn something from that. Again, here's another one that's 99%. So I tend to look at, and I don't know why there's a lot of videos in here that I don't think are relevant to my target audience, but maybe they are. It is a channel meant for guys, so it is what it is. But you get this is great insights, because it really helps you see what is working out there. Now, there's another great area here where I can go to create. It's going to tell me what's hot today, what's hot on YouTube today. And here's some of the trends that are emerging. Hip fat burning challenges, squat mobility improvements, bunch of exercise videos, cozy self-care night routines. That's what's popular right now. Reinvent viral videos. So here was a viral video that talked about post-traumatic growth. And, do I want to create another video that emulates this? Would that get me traction? Because is that something that people are searching for? So right now, you can see there's a lot of different types of videos being presented to me. The reason being is I don't have enough history on my channel yet to create for the algorithm to know exactly what my niche is. Once it gets a better handle on my niche, it's going to start serving me up more videos that I think are appropriate for my viewers. Right now, it's just keying on that word resilience. And I think that's why I'm getting served up the videos I'm getting served up on. But this is an interesting one right now. Double down on your top videos. Right now, it wants me to double down on this type of a video. It's showing me out in the world doing exciting things, and that's got people's attention. That caused people to click on this video. Here are videos that are sending traffic to me. Hey, here's a hockey video. I don't know what it is. I'll have to go in and dig in and have a look. But these are videos that people have watched. And then, and it doesn't surprise me that Taylor Swift is here, because I have a Taylor Swift resilience video. So again, this is like my virtual assistant. It is serving me up ideas. If I wanted to create a video and I didn't know where to get started, come on, come to life. Nope, I am on create. That's not where I wanted to go to. I wanted to go to generate. Where is generate? Here's generate. So generate, this is where I can say, I want to make a video about how to stop screwing myself. Try that. How to stop screwing up my life. I see this video title all the time. So let's just see what happens. And what the funny thing was, I had to give my picture. I had to post a picture of myself when I set up this software, and now it sort of superimposes my face into potential thumbnails to give me an idea of how to create thumbnails. So if those pictures look relatively familiar, it's because it kind of freaks me out when I see them, because it's like, oh, is that really what I look like? But right now, it's going to tell me, here are some top related keywords that also I could start using as keywords to create more videos. But here's a video based on this search, how to stop screwing up my life. It's suggesting that I should create a video called Stop Ruining Your Life and Start Living, with a 90% score. I can come in and refine this. I can make it shorter, make it longer, add excitement, change the tone, translate, custom instructions. It's going to auto-generate a description for me. It's going to give me tags so that when I'm uploading my video, I just copy the tags and drop them in. I can go in and change any of these descriptions. I can change the title, but I like this for the tags because I never know what to put in for tags. It's given me some suggested thumbnails that I could try to emulate or even use. And it's going to give me a script. It's going to give me a hook, and I can change again for the hook. Do I want to have a challenge? Do I want to make a claim, state a fact, create a problem statement, maybe make a promise, ask a question? These are all the different types of hooks. So once I've got a good hook, it's going to give me an outline for how I should create this video. It's going to give me the hook, the introduction, the presentation of the problem, the exploration, the climax. This is called the hero's journey. When you're telling a story, there's a setup, there's the conflict, there's the resolution. So the setup is the hook. What's the current situation, and what's the thought-provoking question? What's the challenge the hero has to face in the story? Here's the presentation of the challenge. And then you go through this journey, and then here's the climax is the final key moment. What did I learn? What did the hero learn? What's the conclusion? What's my call to action? I can even go as far as generating a script now, and it's going to go through here and auto-generate the actual script. So when I'm creating some of my shorts, right, I can use this software. I haven't yet, but I can use this software to actually create the script for me that I'm going to say. It can do a voiceover for me and start taking this entire script and creating it as a voiceover. I've done that on some of my shorts. I don't like it. It's not me. It doesn't feel authentic. So I'm going to revert back to using my own voice. Start seeing that in some of the future videos, or all the future videos that I do. But for people who don't think you've got a good voice, and you have a faceless YouTube channel, which many people do, this is a great tool, and this is where the voiceover comes from. Here's your script. I just hit this little button here, and it's going to create that voiceover for me. It's remarkably humanistic in how it's delivered. So these are just some of the tools that I use when I'm using VIDiq. There's a lot more to dive into. And if I go back to, I'm going to jump back out of here for a second. I want to go back to my back to my YouTube channel. So give me 1 sec to find that one, pull that up again. I gotta stop sharing that one and present again. Share screen. Sorry, I talk to myself a lot. You'll get used to that. If you're following along still this far, you'll get used to that. Back to my channel analytics. So when you go to create a channel on YouTube, you have all of these analytics and different things on the side here. You've got your main dashboard that's going to give you an overview of your channel to date. You're going to have your content, which is going to give you all of the content that is currently all your videos that are in play. It tells you, this is really great. It tells you how many views. And one thing that I didn't talk about is this Video IQ will give you, based on your audience, the people who are watching your videos, it'll start to, the more people watch your videos, it's going to give you a more focused time of day based on where you are, your time zone, when to post your videos, Monday through Friday. And I'm finding it very interesting. At first, it wanted me to post my videos between midnight and 2 a.m. And I thought that was kind of late, but I'm not the expert. I thought I would do it. I've got some good results from that. But last night I posted this video. It was posted yesterday, and it automatically, so now it's telling me, based on more information and more data, the best time to post my videos during the middle of the week are between 9 and 11 p.m., which makes sense. If you're a guy like me, the kids are put to bed. Now, my kids don't live here anymore, but I remember back in the day when my kids were living at home. Remember, my target audience is men between the ages of 25 and 45. If you've got kids at home, that's when things in the house are quieting down. That's when you might be able to jump onto YouTube and check out some stuff. So I posted this one at 11 o'clock last night. It's only had 4 views so far, but it's got 1 like. That is a huge, I can't wait to dive into this one to see what the watch time is. And then, now I can see, well, this one got me 2 likes. This one got me 20 likes. Like, this one is performing for me. But this is also my homepage video. Now, what I wanted to show you, though, is, yes, there's great information here to have a look at. Community. This is, I cleaned this up this morning, but if anybody has made a comment on any of your videos, you can now, it'll show up here and you can respond. So this way you don't miss any comments. So I think this is really, for me, a very helpful tool, because it helps me saving it to dive in and look and search. It puts all the information I need in front of me. I'm not monetized yet. I have no copyright issues. What I want to get into down here is, now you can start to see this VidIQ logo. So now these are add-ons to my YouTube channel. When I integrated VidIQ with my YouTube channel, now the two of them talk to each other. Now I've got more things that I can look at in here. And it gives me, again, just the same way that YouTube gives me ideas, I can look at daily ideas from VidIQ, right? And again, it comes back to the VidIQ platform. But I want to show you one that I haven't. I don't know if you even saw that, because I don't know if it shared the same. It may not have shared my screen that it jumped over to, but channel audit. And I'm hoping, I believe you can see this. This is gold, okay? This is what's now telling me the most information that I need to know about my videos over the last 30 days. I can change the time frame from 30 days to 90 days, but this is huge. This is, I had 4,679 views of videos this month in the last 30 days versus last month when I had 33 views. Yes, that is a massive, significant improvement. That is metrics that tell me what I'm doing is getting attention. It's helping me move forward. Subscribers. Last month I had 0. Based on the video content I put out this month, I had 24. That's a great move forward. From 0 to 24 is awesome. And then minutes watched. I went from, just 107 minutes watched of videos last month to over 4,000 minutes watched this month. So again, those metrics are all pointing me in the right direction. But again, when I say this channel is about resilience, let's talk about this for a second. I gave up on my last YouTube channel because I didn't understand the process or the metrics. Now when I talk about resilience, I have a vision. The vision is I'm going to get to 3 million subscribers in 3 years, and I'm going to add massive value to the videos that I put out. But I've got to be thoughtful and I've got to be intentional about listening to the data and giving viewers what they want to see and hear. So what I need to do is take this information and go, yeah, I'm moving forward. This is great, but I can be better. How can I be 1% better at when I'm going to launch my videos? How can I be 1% better at creating a better thumbnail? How can I be 1% better at using copy or creating a video that's going to not only get somebody's attention, but leave them wanting more so they come back to my channel and subscribe? You know, these are the questions that I have to ask myself. And then here it's telling me, hey, man, these videos are working right now. These are things you might want to double down on. Here's where you're getting the most views from right now. Here's where you're getting your most subscribers. This is the content that you want to double down on. If I come down even further, this is going to tell me, total minutes watched. Yeah, this is the home video for my channel. So is that why this one has the most views? I don't know, but it's a question I need to ask, and it's a question I need to learn from. The average watch time, right, is 3 minutes on this video. That tells me a lot. It also tells me that the majority of my videos have under 30 or under 30, well, typically under a minute. So why would I go make a short, even though the algorithm on YouTube is pushing their 3-minute shorts? Why would I go make a short when the average watch time, the retention time of that viewer is around 30 seconds? It tells me I have to do one of two things. I either have to create a better video or I have to keep the content to 30 seconds or less. When you've got dogs on the screen and they're doing fun things, that's going to command attention and keep your retention. When it's me talking, I've got to do a better job of telling stories in 60 seconds. So that's my next iteration, is trying to learn how to create those video shorts that are going to create more views. Now, it may not create subscribers, but what views will do is it will bring people back to your channel. It'll get more people to discover you. And then maybe they'll subscribe because they found something else they liked on your channel. So my next task is to start looking at the videos I'm creating. And I've got it on my list here. I've got to start creating 60-second shorts that tell a story in 60 seconds, that hold the viewer's retention for 60 seconds. I see how people are doing that. I'm learning the skills with green screens to do that, to make it more interactive. And that's the next iteration of my videos. So again, this is all about looking at what works, what doesn't work. And I know this might sound overwhelming, but these two tools, the analytics you get from YouTube and the analytics you're going to get from VIDiq, are enormous to help point you in the right direction. And then again, here it says, now here's content that could use work. It's going to tell me why all of these videos, where it could use, this view. This is interesting to me. It says that this particular video had the lowest number of like ratios per view, but I got the most subscribers from it. So, there's a question to be answered here that I need to figure out about the content that I'm creating. It's helping me ask better questions. Data-driven numbers or data-driven decisions help you ask better questions that demand better answers. And I can always change the metrics around, but here is the last bit that I want to share with you, which is really telling. If the number is green, you're doing really good at it. If the number is red, you need to improve on it. And if it's yellow, you're kind of, it's the traffic light system. But this tells me that on average, my video title lengths are very good. The description links are very good. And again, I'm getting those descriptions auto-generated from VIDiQ. When I type in that title, I may not use that same title. There are bits and pieces of that content creation that I will use. It just saves me a ton of writing time creating descriptions based on the script that I've used or the story that I've told. And another great tool that's free that you can use is ChatGPT. I just type in the prompt, hey, give me a YouTube video description, whether it's 200 words or less, that's rich with search engine optimization terms, and give me 3 top hashtags at the end. And it will spit out a description for me. And I'll just have to go in and obviously, make a couple of small changes, but it does the bulk of the work. That's how you get this type of content out onto YouTube without wasting a ton of time. You can be more effective and efficient in your idea generation and spend less time editing. Tag lengths, I'm still trying to understand why this score is low, but I'm working on this. This is a question. This is something that I need to improve. If I improve my tag lengths, that's going to raise my actionable SEO score. This is essentially a culmination of these 4 columns. I've got a 22 out of 50. So if I can understand tag lengths better to get a better score there, and then playlists, I've got a number of different playlists, but I think what it's asking me to do is on average put videos into more than just one playlist. So I've got to kind of sort that out. But if I do those things well, then I want to get up to a score of around 40 out of 50. That's going to get me a green light. That's telling me that if people are just searching a term, there's a very good likelihood that if they're in my target demographic, they might serve up my video. Because remember, the algorithm in YouTube, it's not about liking or disliking me. It's about serving the viewer what they're looking for based on who they are. You have to put in data when you log into YouTube to start up your account. That tells the algorithm, male, female, country of origin, your IP address tells them where you currently are, so they understand your time zone. They know a lot of analytics that help serve up videos that they think will be useful to that viewer. Your goal now is to create videos that are going to have actionable search engine optimization, which means that you've created the metrics in the description that are going to help the algorithm serve that video up to your target audience. And then, things to improve upon. Okay, I've got no missing cards on my video. What does that mean? That means that I have an end screen for all of my videos, but videos without end screens, it says here is 10. Well, how does that work? How does videos without cards is 0, but videos without end screens? This is my shorts. I have to understand how to create video end screens for my shorts. And even if I want to do that, I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to find that answer out. It says here, my videos without high res thumbnails. I've got 22. Well, yeah, when I'm doing a walk and talk or a video off of my cell phone, my iPhone, the screen grab that I'm using, there is no high res thumbnail for it. I think I have to go back and create a thumbnail for that video that will be more high res, that if you were searching my YouTube channel, you could go in and find that video and I can add a thumbnail to that. But if you're just scrolling through shorts, you're never seeing a video. You're just seeing the next video that's served up. And in that case, like, you literally have less than 3 seconds to grab somebody's attention, or they're gone off to the next video. So they're not going to see the thumbnail if they're scrolling through on their cell phone, but if they're looking at your website, I think that's where I need to improve on those videos without a high-res thumbnail. And then videos not added to a playlist. I've got to find the one that's there. And how do I find it? Oh, this is the one right here. I just clicked on the button and it told me this one's not added to a playlist yet. So that's an improvement that I need to make. So I just go in here and go edit. Hopefully you can still see that, and you can't see that. Okay, I've clicked through and I can see that it stopped sharing it on my screen because it just wants to share the screen that I was on. When I clicked, it took me to the YouTube studio, which is not the current screen that I was sharing. So I'm going to stop right there because that's a lot of information, but suffice to say, you're on the journey with me. I'm trying to figure this stuff out. You can learn from my mistakes. If you have any questions that I talked about and want more detail on, leave it in the comments below. Let's dig into this together. If you like the idea of maybe starting your own YouTube channel and you don't know where to begin, there's a lot of great content creators out there that have a ton of information. Think Media is one of them. I would suggest if you're the type of person like me that wants to binge on good quality information and dissect piece by piece by piece, that's a great, they turned me on to VIDiq. That's a great channel to follow, to learn. In my case, what I'm trying to do here is align myself with people who want to be a part of this journey. They want to see, can a 58-year-old man create a YouTube channel that gets from 0 to 3 or to 1 million subscribers in 3 years? And how the hell did he do that? And I'm going to leave the clues here. Every week there'll be another video. Where did we progress from last week? What have we learned? And it won't be as detailed as this video because we're going to pick one thing. What did we learn? What did we get better at? Where did we get 1% better on 2 or 3 things? And we're going to talk about that week to week to week to week to week. And that way you can follow along with the journey. And yeah, these videos will probably be shorter unless you ask me a question that you really want to dive deep into. So I'm going to stop there. If you followed along this far and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, be part of our success. And yeah, follow along to see if I sink or swim. I don't know what's going to happen here, but you know what? It excites me. It puts me out of my comfort zone. And that's what keeps your brain engaged and keeps you alive, especially in a world where a lot of us feel really disconnected these days. So thanks for watching. Share this with your friends. If you have anybody else that might be interested in starting their own YouTube journey, or if you know any adults out there who are looking for some advice on how to be more resilient in their life, and stories about resilience, hey, I may have something of value to offer you here. Thanks. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you in the next video.